There has been a massive lie that almost every marketing guru has told school and academy owners about how to enroll more students, and it has to stop. If you have spent thousands of dollars on paid advertising trying to generate leads, or maybe you've got a student management system and you're looking at it and you're going, holy cow, I've got all these leads, but I don't actually have introductory or evaluations or trials on my calendar, and it pains you to look at it thinking that next month is going to be more of the same, you're in the right spot. Because if you run an extracurricular program like martial arts or tutoring or dance or music, you understand that having leads means absolutely nothing. You need new students. And if you have a brick and mortar school or an online school, your success depends upon those enrollments. And for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jennifer Waters. We run a program called Figure Dojo. We help extracurricular schools and academies build wildly profitable schools that run on autopilot. It's based upon my own experience of taking my school from making $3,000 a month to making over $1 million a year and keeping it at $1 million run rate for 15 years and counting, and then opening other locations as well. I've helped 600 other schools learn how to build wildly profitable schools and academies. This is the thing that frustrates me, is that these marketing gurus are out here telling you you just need more leads, when in fact, you don't need more leads. You need to change something fundamental. And when you can change it, we can go from just hoping that people will book in and show up to pretty much guaranteeing that they actually do show up to their trial or their intro, their evaluation or assessment. We can go from having empty calendars to having slam-packed full calendars where we've got to beg people to sign up, to now we have an absolutely crazy wait list. So if you feel like you would love for all those things to happen, I'm going to share with you the secrets on how to make that happen so you don't have to waste time or money on these crazy gurus. The first thing that we have to understand is that when we do generate leads are going to go through 3 stages with you. And this is a concept that I teach inside of my program. I call these conversion circles. So you have a hot conversion circle. This is when the lead first recognizes you, they put in their information, you collect their lead, they come to an event, whatever. And by the way, if you're struggling with how to get people to even become a lead, make sure you check out one of the videos. It should be linked up somewhere. In that video, I go over how to generate leads. So you've got these new leads, they're coming in. You're not going to get everybody to take action right now. Some of these people are going to become cold leads, but there is a way that you can get those leads that are coming in that may not be converting right now to become leads that actually do convert through a process that we call 3-2-1. Let me explain what 3-2-1 is. For 3 days, leads are really hot, especially if they're coming through things like Facebook ads, Instagram ads. They're going to be really excited and interested when they click on that ad and they finally made that decision to go, I'm raising my hand. I would like some more information about it. The first 3 days are critical. You want to have 3 calls that go out to these leads. You want to have 2 texts, and then you want to have 1 voicemail a day. Now, this is per day. Sometimes people push back and they're like, Jennifer, that's too much. Listen, if that's you, you probably shouldn't watch the rest of this video. I'm just telling you what's worked for me, getting to $1 million, how I've taken other people to $1 million with their school, and how they are able to have their school run on autopilot. A team can do this and they get to do the things that they really want to do. If you get to that 3rd day and someone hasn't picked up the phone, it's okay. They're going to go into this cold leads bucket right over here. And I'm going to tell you what to do with them in just a moment. If you're generating leads on Facebook, Instagram right now, and you're not getting in touch with them, you have to understand that those people don't even know who you are. They've not interacted with you probably in the past, and they would be, in marketing terms, a cold traffic lead. Yes, I know we're saying that they're in this hot conversion circle because they're hot when they come into your conversion circle, but they're cold traffic. They haven't interacted with you before, so they're going to be pretty skeptical. The most important thing that you can do is that 3-2-1 before they go into the cold leads. Now, let's talk about the cold leads. What should you be doing and saying with the cold leads? Well, I like to have some opportunities for them to step back into this hot conversion circle. So if someone's in my cold leads, I'm going to do a couple of things each month. I'm going to send out at least 1 time a month a Godfather offer. This is an offer that is too good to refuse, right? Like, it's Godfather. I'm sending them something that is crazy, like it's out of this world. A lot of people get hung up on this because they don't want to give something that's so crazy and out of the world. They're like, I can't fulfill upon that. Like if I said, hey, the first 5 people that comment or respond back get $100 off my program. That was a week one. We have a GPT that helps out with that. You will probably find that GPT in the description, or if you're watching this part of a training course that we have, it'll be somewhere on this page. This GPT will help you create your Godfather offer so you can send this out to your leads each month. The idea here is give them the Godfather offer, get several people raising their hand, and then once they raise their hand, you don't need to fulfill on everybody else with that Godfather offer. You can just say, hey, look, the 3 people have already done it. However, I do have an initial assessment, a tour, evaluation, etc. And those 3 people, or the 5 people, you're going to do a gift exchange. I go into this more in depth inside of our training, but for right now, just understand that a gift exchange is where I say, look, you've got this thing right now, this Godfather offer. I'm going to give you this gift. And usually this gets them into a longer term commitment. So you got your Godfather offer. The second thing is we want to send out some sort of message every month, which is seasonal or holiday related. Every single month has a holiday. So typically you can find a holiday that allows you to message people and say, hey, we're running this Valentine's special. If you can't find a holiday that's suitable, then you can do a seasonal message. So it's summertime, we're doing our summer special. So totally acceptable for you to do that as well. I'm sending this out maybe the first part of the month, and I'm sending this out the second part of the month. So I'm getting 2 opportunities for people to hop back into my hot conversion circle and get them to the 3rd circle, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But we're not done with cold. We've got one more thing. I call it the boiler room. I had a lot of assistant instructors working for me at the time that were 16, 17, 18 years old. I wanted to motivate them to help me set appointments for all these cold leads. So I locked them in the office with me. Everybody had different cell phones. And I was like, how can we make this fun? So we would have pizza for everybody. We would have a whiteboard, and we made it a competition. We would call all the leads and we would give them the same offer. A lot of times we would have already sent out these text messages. And so we'd be giving them the same offer, but we'd be calling them. And then we would be trying to get them into the next conversion circle, our warm conversion circle. So the boiler room, I love running that once a month, but what is the warm conversion circle? This is our booked appointments. If we can get somebody to book an appointment with us, sometimes as school owners, we're like, yes, I did it. They're going to come in and they're going to sign up. Wrong. This is step 1. So if they are a booked appointment, you got to be doing things to nurture them and to make sure that you're providing proof that you're going to be able to do what you said you're going to do, that it's relevant. Like if they came to you because maybe you're a soccer coach and they came to you because they want to improve their ability to score, right? Or maybe they're a goalkeeper and they want to improve their ability on defense. Don't send them information about passing the ball and teamwork. It needs to be relevant to what it is that you're doing. And there's got to be some reciprocity. What I mean by this is if they show up, then this. So if they show up, you're going to give them something. It's called the law of reciprocity. People are more likely to show up when they get something. So make sure that whatever they're going to show up for is valuable in nature. If you don't know what that is, I suggest you tap the link or maybe in the description where I go through in detail what you should be offering. And it's not a paid trial, but how you should make your evaluation so valuable that people are going to want to show up for it. So booked appointments, this is one area in the warm conversion circle. And then you're going to also have missed appointments. These are people who booked an appointment, but for whatever reason, they couldn't make it or they missed it. It's really important that you treat these people as almost on the edge. I had somebody one time who refused to follow up on missed appointments and missed thousands and thousands of dollars of revenue because he felt like if they made an appointment, they should show up. And if it wasn't worth it for them, then he wasn't going to follow up with them. Sometimes people can't make it to their appointments because kids get sick or something happens or they just forget. And also understanding that maybe the first initial evaluation lesson wasn't valuable enough for that person to go, let me clear my schedule and make sure that I actually show up. Missed appointments are also in this as well. Finally, we want to have our follow-ups. We want to make sure that we are getting back in touch with these people. These are people who came in and said no, or said, I've got to think about it. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually enroll yet. and they go into this follow-up bucket. They're still warm. They could convert. And we need to spend a lot of energy and time on these guys because their next step, if I miss my appointment, my next step is to book an appointment, obviously. But booked appointments and follow-ups, both of these, there's only one next thing that they can do, and that is to enroll. So these guys are super valuable because my next step is dollars in the door if I can get them to that next stage, which is enrollment. So these 3 conversion circles are critical if you're going to want more students actually joining. It's not about leads. Like I said, the marketing gurus just want you to think more leads, more leads, more leads. That gets you new students. It's not. You don't need as many leads when you have these conversion circles all firing off at one time. Now, if you want my team's help doing this so you don't have to waste years trying to build this entire system for yourself, or spend thousands of dollars testing it. We have decades of experience doing this in our own school and also helping school owners do this. If you're sitting there thinking I might need some extra help, go over to Instagram. The Jennifer Waters is my Instagram handle. Send me the message and then I will chat with you. We'll have a conversation about whether or not we can even help you. And if we can, we'll talk to you about the areas that are actually missing that we should focus on first. And we'll come up with a game plan to be able to help you out. And then you can decide if you want to do it yourself or you want us to do it with you. And we'll go from there. I'll see you in the next video.